Hello guys, today we will be ranking, or supposedly I should say viewing, all Smash characters. All the way from Mario to the Mii's. Let's go. First up, we have Mario. Generic, but good. He's a good starter. And his most powerful move, in my opinion, is his side A. Next up is DK. Or Donkey Kong. He's very nice, but his recovery isn't the greatest. His most powerful move is either his side A or up A. Next up is Link. He's very good, but only if you're skilled at him. Otherwise, you might as well just spam the up A button or side A button. Best move is his up B when he's on the ground. Next up is Samus. She's fun to play as. Yes, some of her moves feel a bit wacky, I should say. Best move is her up A. Next up is Dark Samus. Yes, I forgot to record the video. This will probably be a kind of common thing. I think I forgot to record like a couple videos, but that shouldn't really be a problem. Dark Samus, she feels tighter and more competitive compared to Samus. And that's really, I can say. Her best move is her up and down A, both in the air. Next up is Yoshi. He's very fun, but kind of loose on some of his side moves. His best move has to be his up A. I also forgot to record Kirby's, but Kirby, one of the greatest. He has some spectacular, spectacular moves. No wonder Sakurai loves him, man. His best move is definitely the down B. Next up is Fox. He went from OP to UP. UP means underpowered, by the way. Definitely not the best one anymore. Although he is very fast, but also very slippery on the controls. Best move has to be his default B. Saves me multiple times during the match. Next up is Pikachu. Quick, but a steady character. Although his recovery isn't really the greatest. Best move has to be his side B. Or his Skull Bash is what people call it. Ah yes, Luigi. My all-time favorite character. Of all the characters, in which he is also my main, would like to mention that. He got perfect speed and perfect weight, and although he is pretty floaty, he has the best float. His best move, I would say, is all of his moves, but honestly, I would just have to go either down B or up B. I'd give him a 10 out of 10. Ness is another character I like to play a lot as. Although he seems to be close to my main, I still think about this, cause his other semi-clone yeah, he's kind of like a secondary main, but Ness, he's a fast but steady character, and his best move is either the side A or a down A. Yes, I didn't record Captain Falcon's video. But that's because I couldn't even, like, when I played him the first run, it was so boring. And I quit halfway through the second round because it was just so boring, man. He was, like, his speed wasn't like in Melee or 4 anymore. Oh my god. Jeez. What I can really say though is his best move for some reason is his default B or Falcon Punch. Jigglypuff. She is way too floaty and slow. Almost all of her moves are barely ineffective, and she is almost vulnerable half the time. Best move probably is the rest. It's probably the rest. The insta-KO move, yeah. Was it down A? I think it was down A. Next up is Peach and Daisy. I forgot to record Daisy's footage. Peach, first, she's fast, but she's definitely very floaty. A good character for beginners, honestly. Best moves are either her side A or side B. Next up is Daisy. It's basically a clone or semi-clone. I just call them clones, semi-clone or not. Well, unless it's with like Mario and Luigi, then that's like half clone, I would probably call it. Anyways, Daisy, basically a clone. Not much of a different besides like slight speed on the movements. Slight speed on the attack movements. Best moves is obviously side A or side B. Next up is Bowser. He's a heavy character, but can be controlled. What was that voice crack? Best move is down B, which is also a reference to Bowser's final boss move from Super Mario Bros. 3. Ice Climbers. From being my least favorite characters in Melee and Brawl to one of my favorite characters. In fact, I would so call it maybe not a third main, but a secondary main. We got the Ice Climbers back after for his destruction. They're pretty easy to control and some good moves, some good special moves for a duo. Although if you lose your sister, lover, partner, I'm not going to get into that. Your recovery will suck monkey nuts. But otherwise, one of the best. By the way, the best move is side B or up B. Next up is Sheik. A pretty decently fast character. Her side A is definitely good. Although her recovery could do some work. Favorite move is, again, her side A. I forgot to record Zelda's, which honestly was one of my favorite matches with her on, single player Smash. Pretty fast, but can be slow depending on the terrain. Her special B combos could have some tweaks, and best moves is all of her special A's. Yep. But I might go with side A. Next up is Dr. Mario. A pretty decent clone of Mario. One of my favorite clones. He could also make good recoveries if you're good with it. Yes, I say that. Just down B and up A, pretty sure. Best move is his up A, but it might also be his down B, depending on which character I fight. Next up is Pichu. A pretty decent character, although not your type if you don't want to damage yourself by your own attacks. But he's honestly decent. And that's kind of a change, because my original thought, I used to hate him in Melee, because how much he would damage himself. But I realized that if you're good with your attacks, you won't really need to worry much about damaging yourself. My favorite move has to be his side B, which is similar to Pikachu's Skull Bash or Luigi's Green Missile. That ain't Falco. Oh, wait, it is. Yep, next up is Falco. He's similar to Fox, but has some slight differences. Well, I shouldn't say slight, I should just say he has some differences. A shorter recovery, but some of his moves do a bit more damage than Fox. My favorite move of his is his side B, honestly. Now Marth. A pretty good sword fighter, but not the best. His recovery is shit, but if you're good enough, you could find a way back onto the stage. Although I do like his up A, I think his best move is his up B when he's on the ground, since it can cause quite a lot of damage. And next up is Lucina, because I forgot to record hers. Almost the same as Marth, not much different. Again, best move is possibly her up B on the ground. Okay, young Link. He isn't the greatest. His moveset kind of doesn't feel proper on the buttons, especially with any moves that involve the B button. Although he has the potential to juggle with his up A, which is my favorite move. And I think they should kind of tweak him a bit. Next up is your boy, Ganondorf. He's very heavy and slow, but his moves are very powerful, man. Especially his side A, which, in my opinion, is his best move. Next up, it's Mewtwo. A fast character, which sometimes I have moments where I can't control him, can be quite troubling. But his moves and recovery make it up for him. His best move has to be his up A. Now I forgot to record Roy, so you're going to be seeing Crom's video. Okay, Roy. Basically a slower version compared to his melee version. But he is still alright. Best move is his side A. Crom, almost the same. Best move is his side A. Next up, you got your man Mr. Game Man Watch. I can't find much enjoyment out of his character. Hence why I almost use his side A all the time, most of the time. Which is my favorite move from him. But that shouldn't really change your opinion. Well, what am I saying? Okay. Basically, I find him a bad character, but that shouldn't really change your opinion on his character, since you shouldn't really listen to me, because sometimes I judge characters based on my stupidity. Well, not really, that's an expression or something like that. Yeah. Now you got Meta Knight. He is completely different to his Brawl version because he got nerfed like hell in 4. But he is still favorable. Best move is either his side A or up A. Both powerful attacks. Next up is Pit. He's I can't say much. Besides that, he has a good recovery and some powerful attacks. Best move is his side B. Next up is Dark Pit. Basically the same, although I do prefer his side A over his side B this time, and I don't know why the camera is doing this. She's slick, she's thick, but she also very quick. It's Zero Suit Samus. She isn't the best, but she has some pros. Oh, what was the word again? Pros and cons. She has more pros than cons. Best move is her down A. Although tricky to hit, can result in devastating damage, especially off stage. Wario! He is slow and pretty fat, but his moves are great, especially his up B, which can also make a good recovery. By the way, his up B is my favorite move, if you didn't know that. Snake. Or David. I love this guy, man. I love him, man. I love this guy, man. He has so much good combos and special attacks. But the best of them all has to be his side A, the rocket launcher. Although his C4 attack is good as well, especially if you land it on someone. Now you got your man Ike, another Fire Emblem Nibba, but not much from most Fire Emblem characters. Best move is both his up A and up B. He's probably one of the best sword fighters out there, although that's kind of a mixed opinion. Next up, Pokemon Trainer. He absolutely... OMG. Sorry, camera problem. He absolutely does nothing but sister. He's one of the worst, 0 out of 10. But in reality, all his Pokemons do well. Best Pokemon would be... Well, I would have to say all of them. They were all pretty good in battle, man. Like, honestly. Like, even Charizard couldn't even live up to Squirtle. They were all well. Next up is, Diddy Kong. He is small. Oh my gosh. He is small and his attacks aren't the best, but he is favorable. Best move is his up A, I would say. Lucas. A very good character. And one of my favorites. He's one of my secondary mains, I would say. I got a lot of secondary mains. Sorry, man. Something went to my eye. I think there's a bug in the room, man. Man, lots of stuff. Anyways, all of attacks are great, and although his recovery isn't favored, it can be good if you time it right. Best move is a hard choice, but I'm going with his up A. But even that, some of his other attacks could be better, depending on who you're fighting, to say. Sonic. He is fast, but not too fast like in the games. And he has favorable attacks, but his side A, or the Super Punch, is broken as hell. It can instantly KO anyone above probably 70%. It's even funnier that his broken move is my favorite move of his. But seriously, I think that move kind of needs to be nerfed. Next up is King Dedede, I'm the man. He's very heavy and slow, man. Not my favorite of the heavy bunch. But my favorite attack of his is his side A, or the hammer slam. Not the one where he spins the hammer around. You know, that one. I also like his, down, like when he lies like a French girl about to get painted, yeah. It's the taunt that's not the taunt. Alright, all of them are. Not much enjoyable. I can't say much about him besides not being enjoyable. Best move would probably be his up A. Okay, Lucario. He's okay, at his finest. Although not my favorite, it is one of my friend's favorites. Anyways, my favorite move from him has to be his side A, maybe. Rob, or R-O-B. He is a good little robot, and a powerful one, especially his recovery. Damn, his recovery, man. Best move would probably be his side A. Like, almost all the time, I would probably say side A. I shall tell a tale to Link. He's fine too. He may even be better than young Link or Link. His recovery is fine, though the attacks are pretty generic. But he's still a fun character. His best move must be his side A. Wolf. He is a cool character, although he does feel a bit clunky, and doesn't have the best recovery. But his best move is either up A or side B. Villager. Honestly, a very balanced character. His moves are creative, although he does have some of that lag, you know. lag. You know what they say about lag? Nerf. Anyways, his best move would be his up A when he's in the air. Mega Mind. Mega Man. He is fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Don't get angry. Don't get angry, man. His moves are either good or decent. Best move is his up A or side A. Wave Fate Trainer. A pretty decent and smooth character for such a blank expression. I doubt her face even makes any expression. She's like the NPC memes. Like, I don't know if you can see my face there. Yeah. But, yeah. Best move is her side A. Rosalina Luma. I almost said Luma Mima. A slow and floaty character. Has a sidekick and some unlikable moves. I think the best move for her is probably her side A, but even then that move doesn't feel good with such a floaty character. She is kind of way too floaty. I wouldn't say as floaty as Jigglypuff, but she's floaty, man. She's threatened with juggles in lots of ways. Yes, Lil Mac. He is bad. Not bad in a, oh look at him, he's such a loser way. I'm talking about bad as in like, oh, that guy way. Lots of his moves aren't the best, and his recovery sucks ass. But he is fine on the ground. Best move would probably be his neutral B. Oh hey look, it's Green Ninja! A very fast, has an okay recovery, and his moves are fast, and they barely have lag, well, based on my experience. Oh my gosh. An all-around okay character. Best move would be his down A in the air, sorry. Palutena. Another slow and floaty character, although not as floaty as frickin' Rosalina and Jigglypuff. But she's fine. Best move is her up A. Pac-Man. A fast, quick character with a lot of creative moves based on his games. Best move is all of his special ace. Yes, all of them. God. Hey guys, look, another Fire Emblem character. Boring, similar Fire Emblem moves like all Fire Emblem characters. Although my favorite move from him is probably his side A. OMG. Yes. Oh my gosh. Another one of the only good sword fighters. Another sword fighter that doesn't have the letter F in its series name. His best move probably is his side B. Bowser Jr. A fast character, but with quite a lot of lag. Yeah, quite a lot. And he's kind of slow in the air, which means he's vulnerable to juggling. But his best move is probably his side A. And plus, he's Bowser Jr. You know, he's the nice kid. He's not nice, goddamn. And my phone's gonna end its life soon. Yes, Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt, not Duck Cunt. A fast but bulky character. I do love dogs though, so I really can't hate him. Best move would probably be his oh boy, here it comes again. Side A. I'm trying to make an A there. Ryu. Honestly, he's such a good character, man. It's just his moves feel off for some reason. Like, I don't get those crunchy sounds or that feeling of a perfect hit whenever I hit someone. It's always just like a silent, like a thump. That's it. It's not like a or anything like that. It's always just a silent hit. Best move would be his up A, both on the ground and in the air. Basically the same as Ryu, but kind of faster and a slightly shorter recovery. Well, that's how it feels. Best move probably is up A, both ground and air, like last time. Cloud. One of the most OP sword fighters out there. I honestly had so much fun playing as him, but I think he needs to be slightly nerfed. Not full out nerfed, but just slightly. Best move is his up B, or recovery. Oh my lord, another Fire Emblem character. Another goddamn one, Nintendo. Nintendo, stop, man, stop. But actually, he's kind of good. Best move is his up A. Almost obvious at this point. It's always going to be up A with Fire Emblem characters. Well, gamers, this is your S tier. Wait, I meant B tier. This is your B tier now. Bayonetta. She obviously got nerfed since Wii U hard, but she's still fine as hell. Best move is all of her special A's. Yep, all the special A's again, gamers. And I think we all know why. It's because they still kind of need. They don't need nerfing. I shouldn't really say that. I think I should have ended it off after I said all the special A's. Inkling. This was the first time I played as her, and I had a confusing time with Inkling. Her moves are neat, but doing the whole splat meter thing wasn't really fun at all. Also, she is sometimes very slippery on the controls, or maybe this time it's just my broken controller. But yeah, fun with the attacks, not fun with her controls. Especially with the meter thingy. Best move is her side A, I would say. Ridley. He's finally in, gamers. He is kind of fun, but since he is a heavy, his flying ability doesn't fit him well, I guess. I mean, I'm okay with him flying because, you know, it's Ridley, but with such a heavy character, I kind of have thoughts on him flying. I mean, don't remove his flying at all, Nintendo. It's just, it feels weird controlling him whenever he's flying, is what I'm trying to say. He has great moves, though. His best one is his side B. Simon Belmont. I don't find any of his B moves good, honestly. All of his throwing moves aren't really the best. But his A moves are ace awesome. Or something like that. I messed that up. Awesome. Best one is his up A. Other than that, he doesn't have the best recovery. But hey, who has the best recovery after I said that millions of times? Richter Belmont. Same thing, but for some reason I like both his up A and down A. It's kind of weird since Simon and Richter are practically the same. King K. Rool. My favorite heavy in the game and my secondary main. My favorite secondary main. He is honestly a favorite of mine. Great attacks, great speed, you know. I mean, he's slow, but he's great with being slow. And a great recovery. Really good recovery, man. Although, I do agree that I think it should be nerfed. Kind of like with the next character we're going to talk about. My favorite move I stick with almost all the time is his up A. Look, man, no matter how much hatred I have in this character, no matter how many times you will see me bash her, no matter how much I didn't want her in Smash and how she wasted a character slot, no matter how much disbelief I have in her, is okay. She's okay. She has some moves similar to Villager, but she is her own character. She has some good moves when I played with her, and she is just a happy-go-lucky character. Please don't let my opinions affect yours, or let my hatred opinion affect yours. Her recovery needs to be nerfed though, similar to King K. Rool. It can reach all the way to the top of the goddamn stage, man, like with King K. Rool. And don't get me on that fishing rod, man, I swear to God. But in all, my views would give her a 2 out of 10, heck even a 1 out of 10, but I need to be fair here. So I would give her in Smash, when I played her, an 8 out of 10. You know, just a thing, just a score. But you guys don't want me change my views on her. Just you wait, man, just you wait. But the best move, it's probably her up A. It's probably her up A. Incineroar. He's like a lot of heavies. Slow and heavy. But I can't find him playable in my opinion, man. He's just not my type of heavy. He is a good character, just not my type. Best move is his side B. Mii Brawler. A pretty generic brawler. Best move is his side B. Mii Sword Fighter. I'm gonna come out and say this. Mii Sword Fighter is the best sword fighter. Well, in my opinion. And I'm serious about that statement, man. I've never had as much fun with Sword Fighter than the Mii Sword Fighter. Best move would probably be his up B. Sorry, haven't changed my outfit in a while. Anyways, yep, a generic Mii Gunner. Not much here, but best move in my opinion is his up A. Well, man, that's all the characters. When more characters come, I'll give a deeper analysis view into them. The reason why I didn't do it here is because I viewed all the characters. But yeah, when more come, I'll deeply view them individually. As their own videos. Anyways, I'll see you later, and this will probably take 3 years to upload.